Hi guys, Fireplays here and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be continuing on the rebuilding series, alright guys. And in today's video, we've got the Gold Coast Suns, alright guys. Now it's going to be, this is the final one of the list that I've suggested as I've picked the first 3 teams. And then we're going to be moving on to your list that all of you guys have selected. So if you haven't selected a team yet, and go ahead and do that in the comment section. I'll have a list of the teams that are already done, and yeah, we'll go from there. Yeah, I just did Mr. But yeah, Mr. Fire Rebuilds is back on the job again today, and today he's going to be helping out the Gold Coast Suns. And then pretty much my plans are for after this series. Pretty much we are going to be doing version number 2 on teams that are needing it during the real AFL season, actually doing real stuff. But this is just the little fun part where we are going to be going for it. Now I am going to roll with the pricey merchandise and the affordable membership. I think that's probably better. Now for the staff, what we're going to do is we're just going to do Scouts Negotiators again. We don't really want to spend too much money on other stuff that maybe might not be that necessary. But anyway, so we're going to save that and we're going to hop right into things today now. Of course, it's a simulation and we actually win our first game over the Brisbane Lions. Quite surprising actually as well. Now, we are definitely hoping to get a few more members this year, of course, as we are one of the lower, newest teams. But anyway, round 2 up against North Melbourne, we take a 2-point win away. That's a pretty important win, that one. And still not really to be seen in the top 9. Got the Crows at the Adelaide Oval, and we do beat them pretty convincingly in the end, an important win as well. Round 4 got the Blues up at Metcon. These are all very winnable games, and 7-17 inaccuracy their costs. And I'm all for needing to be accurate, and we just weren't that case. Although we do go to Marvel Stadium and get a commanding win over the Western Bulldogs, that is pretty important. However, round 6 we've got the Swans, and we tackle that brilliantly, and we get a nice win. Going okay so far. We're currently sitting 3rd on the ladder, 7th, and round 7, and we win again. The Pies are inaccurate, so that game could have definitely been a different story. We smashed the Saints up at Metcon. We're in 2nd. We're equal 1st. This is interesting. We beat the Lions again as well. This is going pretty well, this rebuild. And we beat the Cats down at GMHBA. That's unusual. I don't think we're ever going to really see that. And we beat the Hawks. So I'm pretty sure we're top of the table now, if I'm correct. Pretty sure top of the table. No, we're not. We are not top of the table, unfortunately, but our percentage is kind of keeping us down. But we are going on a big winning streak right now. So we sit 3rd after the bye. I'm pretty confident with that. Freo are in 12th. They're 6 and 6. It's not like we're too far in the finals either, though. We get a convincing win over Fremantle. We're not in just yet. We do have to back up our good performances. We beat Port Adelaide. Geez, what's this winning streak? What's this winning streak that we're on? We're now 1st. We go down to Blunston and we win. Jeez, this is crazy. We are now top. No team is coming in our way. We got Richmond up at Metcon, and we do lose that game. So our winning streak does come to a very unfortunate end. We are still 1st by a fair way. And yeah, we get smashed by the Giants on their home deck. I mean, look, what are you meant to expect? It's Giants Stadium, like, being truthful. I mean, this game is far from truthful sometimes, but and we get a 1-point scalp over the Western Bulldogs, and we actually did not score any behinds that game. That's pretty crazy stuff. Not scoring any behinds, 6-0. That does just go to show how crazy this game can really be. Got Brisbane for feels like the quadrillionth time. We beat them. We're going really well now. Doesn't really matter if we drop every game from here. We're in the finals. We're in the top 4. let's just try and finish first. Oh my goodness, we're smashing Essendon. This is the weirdest rebuild you'll ever see. This is not even a rebuild, like, oh my goodness. This is not even a rebuild, like, this is crazy. And we finished first. But just you watch, we'll probably end up slumping like what we normally do. And then really, for the team, not going to have to do a lot. Oh, and we get smashed in the first week. We absolutely get smashed. Now it's the Tigers at Metricon. I don't know if we've got the job. Oh, we do get the job done. I reckon we're going to crash out in prelims though, to the Power. I don't know. It's at the Adelaide Oval. I don't think we can beat them there. And we do. We smashed them there. We absolutely smashed them. Bulldogs and Suns, grand final. And we take out the grand final. Gold Coast, somehow, in our first year, win the grand final. Now, the only bad thing about that is that we have to win the grand final next year as well. Matt Rao is a rising star and the best and fairest. We have to kind of, we've really got to change the team though, because like we did win the grand final, but this is hard now, because we've got to go back to back for this really to be a main success. So we've got some trade offers, of course. We've got one from Collingwood, Oleg Markov, draft pick 36, we're not going to do that. Charlie Constable, they're thinking mate cleaner, no thanks. Brandon Ellis, nope. Hawthorn 36, 54, 48, nope. St Kilda, nope. Adelaide 36, Ned Moyle, Mitchell Hinge 56. Let's have a little look at that. This might be a little bit decent. I don't know, I'm thinking about it, but I'm going to decline. I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to decline. So we're going to delete that. And that is it. So we have not done any of the little offered trades by other clubs. Of course, we've got negotiate contract. Now, I'm actually going to be quite hard on teams this year. No Davies, no Ferrara. Flanders, I'm going to let him stay, although he's going to have to take the pay cut. 120, losing 7,000. Jeffrey, Fife, they're not staying. Lemons, or I'll think 250. That's what he'll take. Now there, I am going to maybe keep. I'm going to keep Sharp. I think if he takes 120, yep. And that is it. That is all I'm going to do. Now this is a lot of out of contract players. Now they're the youngest one here happens to be R. Nichols. But Ferrara only wants 100 grand. So, 90 grand, you can stay at the club. That's it. That is all we are doing. So, I don't think it's necessary to keep anyone else. If Nichols takes 110, I'll keep him. 120. He's taken 120, that is it. So, that is all I'm going to be keeping at the club. I'm going to try and keep those young guns. Now, we're not looking at free agency. We're not going to be going really down that road either. As we're a team of younger players, we want to try and get younger. So maybe that might be starting with a younger ruckman. So Jared Witts maybe goes out, and we need a ruck. That's the real thing. We need a ruckman from someone. So ruck Rowan Marshall's 25 and an 86. I'll ask the question. Okay, right, we've done that. So Rowan Marshall comes to the Gold Coast Suns. Witts goes to the Saints. Now, again, trying to look at some younger players, maybe thinking Oliver Florent to come as he's still quite young. And maybe I'm thinking of like, let's go for a key defender, right? Let's go for a key defender. So we're going to look at a key defender from Sydney. Let's see like who real key defenders they have. No one that's really interesting that's that good. Logan McDonald doesn't really class as a key defender. West Coast, they've got Jeremy McGovern. General defender Tom Barras. They wouldn't do that though. Western Bulldogs. Let's see. They'll probably have a good key defender. Yeah, key defender. Alex Keith is 29. We need to find a key defender. Zane Cordy, 24. 82. I'll ask the question. We'll add in like just a nice spicy pick 36. No. What if we were to add in like another player from this kind of area that's decently old, like Josh Corbett maybe, 25, Oleg Markov, Josh Corbett, Chris Burgess. Let's do that. Let's ask the question, no? Then we just got to keep asking the question, maybe like an Aiden Fife can just get the deal done. Nope. I did say Jai Farrar. If he goes on, right? Because he's a pretty cheap player. Why do we have 2 Jez McLennans? Well, we can obviously get rid of one of them, eh? We can obviously just get rid of one of them. No. Okay, right. Let's just still try and do this, right? Because we do want Cordy, right? We want Dane Cordy. So it's kind of going to have to be someone from this little area here. I'm just going to give up Josh Corbett and see what they think. Okay. Right. Obviously then it can't be Ferrara. Obviously then it's got to be someone else. Conroy. It's got to be someone from this kind of range here. Someone that's a little bit older from here. Caleb Graham. Matt Conroy. This guy. How is this deal not going to be done? Like, just take our first round pick 18. There you go. Because we'll get a first round pick back. Brisbane have got pick 25. I'm more than happy to offer kind of like maybe a maybe Jez McLennan, because we want to get one of them out. I don't know why we have 2 Jez McLennans, but I just don't understand that. And then we're going to kind of give someone around here kind of up for it, which I'm thinking like Lemons. Oh no, Brisbane are thrilled. If you're thrilled, we'll take your pick 7. Right, we've got to find someone that's got like pick 15. That is perfect. Pick 15. That is like kind of exactly what we want. And we'll give you this guy, Patrick Mertiger. And boom, all of a sudden we've got a first round pick back in the bag. Now, Collingwood do have pick number 21, which is quite an attractive pick. Especially because it's like, although who has pick 19? But it is a pretty good one. It's quite early on that, like, quite early in that second round. So we're kind of going to be looking to give up someone around this kind of area for it. But I don't know if I really have anyone that could go. Like, Ferrara asked a question. Like, we could probably give up like Ferrara for like pick 39. Boom. That's a pretty simple deal. Now over to Essendon. We're obviously trying to replace our older players with younger players. So that means Darcy Parish is an instant think about. So David Swallow's been a life member of this club, but I'm maybe thinking like a Levi Casbolt, a key forward that can go to like Fremantle, and then we can take another key forward here from around this section, which I don't really have one. They do have like Caleb Sarong, general forward. Do they have a key forward? They don't. Don't really have a key forward in this area, DeFrio. So then we're going to look to Geelong. Now, this is probably not a good list to look at. 23, Jack Henry, general defender. No one else really here is like that decent, really, age-wise. So we are going to be going through a bit of a rebuilding stage, but we're looking for the key forward. Harry Himmelberg is probably someone that probably would ring a bell, but it's got to be someone from kind of like here, key forward Jesse Hogan, 26. We'll have a look. Yep, well, we've got Jesse Hogan to the Gold Coast Suns. And now we're kind of going to be looking... Oh, I did just see Warple. Now, I do think that is a pretty good player. Maybe like a Jath, Denver Granger Barras. We've got plenty of people to pick from here. Maybe like it's time for the general defender. So a general defender to get booted out of Gold Coast for this amazing player. So general defender... We don't really have anyone that's kind of... Sam Collins for Jack Scrimshaw. I was going to say, I don't think this is a very fair deal. 4 years of experience. Right, well then we'll go for, like, we're still going to try for Sam Collins, but I just think, like, maybe it might just take someone like... We've got, like, 79s here, 76s. Oliver Hanrahan's a general forward, general defender. General defender Greaves, right, for Collins. Let's see if they're going to do that. I think this is a reasonably fair deal. Collins, I think that's fair. 79-27 for 76-21. Hawthorn are not satisfied, so they're not going to do this. We're obviously just going to move to the next club now. Melbourne, this is another club that does have a little bit of age. Maybe like a Clayton Oliver, Christian Petrarca. We could actually try for like one of these players. All we'd have to do would probably have to be like a midfielder, it'd probably have to be like Sexton, our top player, plus like a Rory Atkins for Melbourne to even be a chance. Now, although we do have general forward midfielder, this is where this could open the door for like an Angus Brayshaw maybe. If we were to give up like, nah, we're not going to do that actually. Right, let's actually just go back to the key defender, right? Let's go back to the key defender. I meant general defender. Who have we got? So to look at here, we need to look at someone around that 80 mark. Neil Bullen, 24 as in Fritsch, a general defender, I don't know why. Ed Langdon, Jaden Hunt, maybe I'm thinking like Ed Langdon. So what does Ed Langdon classify as? Is the real question. I'm pretty sure he's like a midfielder, probably. I'm sure he probably classifies like a midfielder. Ed Langdon. Yep, he's a midfielder. So then you know what we've got to give up? We just got to give up an older midfielder. I'm going to ask the question, Atkins. Yes, that is perfect. That is a perfect deal. Now, I would say, well, why not get Hugh Greenwood back? I'm pretty sure that would make a lot of you guys laugh. So, let's do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go Hugh Greenwood for... Oh, there's no one that we can really go for. Like, I could go for, like, Sexton, but, like, we've got to kind of keep him. I'm sorry, Hugh Greenwood is not coming back to this club. Now, we do have another option, maybe, as in, like, a younger player here, like, maybe, like, a Taron Thomas, who's a midfielder. Although we do kind of want to fill most of these roles, like a general forward, a midfielder Davies Uniacke, midfielder Tom Power, midfielder Bailey Scott, mid-forward Curtis Taylor, Nick Larkey, key forward. Let's go for the two big key forwards, Larkey and Zerha. Let's go for them two, okay? I'm pretty sure that we could pretty much just get it done in a big click with Sexton, maybe. Who's an older player here? Ellis? Maybe Ellis. Brandon Ellis. And then like maybe just like another little bit of a lower player that's a little bit older, like maybe like a Nick Holman, and then like just chuck in like a pick 39 in there. No, North are insulted. Well then if we did for Larkey for Holman, and then we just like chucked in like pick 39 because why not? No. And then we just chucked in pick 54. No. Nick Holman, and then we'll chuck in like Matt Conroy and Aiden Fife. North Melbourne are going to do that. Let's do that. And now it's the big one of Zerha. It is the big one of Zerha, right? So what we're going to do, I think we're just going to try for Ellis. We're not going to give up our first pick though, because that's a very important pick. Who's a little bit older throughout this kind of area? 26, Hogan, he's a key forward though. 29 in Sam Day. And then like maybe our first round pick. No, they don't want to let go of Zerha. That's the thing that I'm kind of getting at here. This is where it's got to come to. It might just have to come to Alex Sexton, right, for Zerha. North are insulted by that. North are actually insulted. There is no way. North are insulted. There is no way on earth. No way that's even a possibility. North are insulted. Look at this. Look at this. There is no way. If I was to add in a younger player, right? So let's add in Alex Sexton, right? And then let's see. If I was to add in a younger player, like Butterick, does that change things? Oh, well, North go over the cap. Let's just take out Day. This is crazy. Well, we're not getting Zerha then anyway. Right, we're going to go for a young kind of Rosie. We do have that as an option. Sam Powell-Pepper. Xavier Dersman. We've got to kind of go for like a player from about here. Like maybe a Willem Drew or like 74 Georgiades, Dylan Williams. We've got Boyd Woodcock, Jackson Mead actually is off contract. So then if we go for Jackson Mead, right, from the Power, we could probably just go for like a, probably just go for Sam Day maybe, or like a, not Mubby Cho. We've got like, hang on, Caleb Graham, maybe like Luke Towie, or maybe like, yeah, Luke Towie, and we'll go for no. Oh, this is tough. Alex Davies. I reckon we'll go for how. No, let's just stop that. Let's stop that. Let's go for some Tigers. No, Bolter. Nah, no one's really going to interest me from there. Let's go to the Crows. Right? Let's go to the Crows. Let's go to the Adelaide Crows. We haven't looked at them today just yet. So they do have a couple of decent players in their team. Tom Doedee, Wayne Miller, Jordan Dawson, Riley Thilthorpe. I was maybe more thinking like a Luke Pedlar to come to Gold Coast, and all we would have to do to get Luke Pedlar would probably be like a Sam Day, and like maybe it's like a pick 54. No, maybe like just a Luke Towie. Let's just try that. No, Luke Pedlar, because he's only 19. That's the thing. So we're getting some experience, some inexperience here. Maybe the final person I could probably add would be like a Alex Davies. Let's do that. And then we can just chuck in like pick 36 if they want. Nope. Okay, right. 63 probably won't cut it. But then we got to go for someone around here, which is kind of hard. 71, Caleb Graham. Let's just go for that, right? And then let's just go to just chuck it in. Just chuck someone in. Let's just go Jez McLennan. Let's just try for that. Let's do that. So we've done that now. I think Carlton's probably a good club to visit for a couple of reasons. They've got some decently young players. They've got Walsh. They've got Hewitt Pitnet. They've got Marchbank, Kerno, Mackay. They've got McDonald, De Koning, Chera, Silvani. Let's go De Koning, right? He's an 81 rated. I feel like he'd look good in the Gold Coast colours. What if we were to offer Brandon Ellis, but because of the quite significant age gap, we'll give you a bang for your buck and Sam Collins? No? Okay, right. Let's do Sam Collins, right? Let's just do Sam Collins. Okay, this is going to be like one of the last trades that we do. Sam Collins. It just came to me. You know what? It just came to me. This is the perfect thing to do. It just came to me. Now let's have a look at Collingwood. Finlay McRae. Let's see if they're going to do this. Sam Collins, Finlay McRae. Collingwood are almost satisfied. Well, we are definitely doing this deal then. 36. Nope. Well, then we'll give you another player. We'll give you some bang for your buck. We will give you Alex Davies and pick 36. I think that's fair. No. Well then we'll have to give you something better, right? Let's go for, because I want to get Max King across. So that's our next task, and that's the only other task that we're doing. Now, is there anyone from here that's significantly old that could be booted out? Oleg Markov. Let's try. Yep, let's do that. And now it is over to the Saints. It is time to get Max King across. So this does come with quite a bit of difficulty, this one, of course. He's rated only a 79, but this does come with difficulty. Now, I am maybe thinking Brandon Ellis. That's the first person that I'll kind of throw in, and it's not going to be that way. So I'm kind of thinking like it has to be someone like a Bose, a Jack Bose, a Fiorini, or maybe like a Langdon, or maybe even a McPherson could get the job done. So we're going to try Darcy McPherson, and that is a deal and a half there. Now, the last little trick that we're going to be doing is, of course, our little pick trick. So this is like where you give up players that you don't really want. So I don't really want Ned Moyle, and then you just take it for a later pick. Pick 58. No, you're not going to do it with pick 58. Pick 76. No. Well, then we've got to find another club to do this with. Pick 59. Yep, and then you get clubs that are like thrilled with the trade, and then you go ahead and do that trade. So now I was thinking maybe like pick 90 and 108. If we could bundle that up for like an 89, that would work out perfectly. So 90 and 108. Does any team have 89 here? Which club has 89? 82 by West Coast. 89 by the Western Bulldogs. This is a perfect thing here. And then we can just like say we don't want Nichols anymore, and then like we can have also like a pick 71 with that, and I think that's pretty fair. And yeah, I'm happy to do that. So now Adelaide, they've got pick 56. I think that's about kind of what we're looking for. Now I'm going to keep Jeffrey and Paul Oe. The last one that I'm going to get rid of is probably... I don't know. I don't know if we have the best draft hand. I'm going to have to keep it as that. I'm just going to offer that Crows are insulted. Now, negotiate the contract. This is the final one. So then we've got Joel Jeffrey. We are going to negotiate his contract. 122-year deal. He takes it. We are now heading off to free agency with some strong hands now. We're looking at age. We're looking at some important players. But we're going to look at rated. We're going to see... And we've got Josh Kelly in here. I have to snag him every single time. 600,000, 5-year deal. Welcome to the club, Josh Kelly. Now, I know that I do that every single time, so I know it's unfair that I go and sign these players. Now, next, we're going to be looking at another couple of players. Oh, I already got a sore voice now. So, yeah, I'm just going to be a little bit careful. But I think Sheed... 5 years, 460, not a bad choice either. Now we're going to go for one more player. I reckon we've got Hearns, Hunter, Walker. We've got Soldo as a backup ruck. Let's leave it. Unless we can sign anyone really cheap. Nah. Colin Jasny. Let's see. McDonald, Smith, Vandenberg. Let's leave it, alright? We've done what we've needed to do, I reckon. We're going to save. We're going to go advance the draft. Yes. Now, I know that we've got a very small draft here. Now, this is not something that I would recommend doing either. Now, just because we have had to get so many younger players in, this is pretty crazy. Now, we are going to be looking at some decent players in here. We've got Keziah Pickett in here. We've got Keziah Pickett, who's rated a 20, who's rated 71. We've got Rivers. We've got Fisher McCasey as well, a young player. We've got Kieran Strawn. I may be thinking Fisher McCasey to come to Gold Coast. Now, he will have to take the pay cut, 135 years though, and he should be pretty happy with that. That's all we're going to do. That's all we are going to do. We're going to go to the draft. We've got a very small hand here. I would definitely not recommend you doing this at all. Now, go to this page. Go to page like 12 and you'll find Shoal, key defender. We're going okay. We need some more general defenders. But look, a key defender, Shoal, we'll take him. Now, when you're doing these picks, also just make sure that you're very careful and you're looking at what you need. So we do need a general forward, but we need a general defender. And that is where Banfield comes in nicely. Now we've got a couple left picks. We're going to take that general forward that was in here not too long ago, and he is still in here, so that is of course the pick that we are going to be picking. Now we're going to be looking general defender. That's perfect. So now we've got 6 of 8 spots. Now there we are, just going to be able to scrape past and get this one done actually. We just need a general defender both times. General defender, right, we've got to go back a page. General defender, here we go. Kojo, let's take him. Now they've got 72. Right, let's just see, is there a very good general defender in the market right now? We have got Yoshi, and I guess that's the one that we're going to take. Now with our final pick, this is our final pick in the draft. We've got to be very careful here because this is our final pick. So, I don't know, but I'm thinking maybe hey, Price might be good just because he's so young. And then there's plenty of time to work with him. That's who we're taking. That is draft all done and dusted. Boom. Now it is time to go the rest of the season. We've got a good team. I feel like we could definitely be making finals, but we could actually dramatically slip this year as well. Now, I'm happy that we held on to our established midfield group, but we did add some decent players into it. And we win our first game against the Bombers. And it's nice having both the King brothers at the same club as well. that's a pretty good thing. Now, we're going to be checking when we play the Saints. Got to win that game against the Saints, just so then Max King's old team can feel good at his new team by scalping a nice win. So yeah, I saw Constable actually played pretty well in that game, and now the Crows, we beat them. Tigers, we should be able to beat them. We don't beat them. Max King, though, he's having a pretty good impact at the club as well. We are currently in 3rd position. We have got the Kangaroos, and we pretty much smashed them, really, although they were quite inaccurate, so that is a problem. Round 8, we beat the Pies. Now let's see, against the Giants, we don't get the job done, unfortunately enough. And now we're sitting on 4th, sitting right on the edge of that top 4, of course, and we get a nice win. Max King again. It's really good having the King brothers back at the same club, I think. I think that's quite an important thing. And I'm pretty sure they'll be loving it as well, just as much as I'm loving it. Now, Fisher McCasey, I saw that he was in there for the most touches, so look, congratulations, Fisher McCasey. He's had a hard time at the Crows, and I mean, I don't blame him. And yeah, come to the Suns and getting the most touches in a game of footy is pretty good. Now that we've got our bye, and then we're gonna hopefully we play the Saints. So this is Max King up against his former side. Who gets the job done? We get the job done, and the King brothers will be happy. How well did Max King do? Like, this is a really interesting thing now. Jared Witts was actually his best against his former team. Fantasy. Let's see, where is he? Max King. One behind, unfortunately enough, and then Ben King kicking the goal. Okay, that was good though for Max King. Winning against your former side puts you in a pretty good spot. We lose to the Hawks, unfortunately enough. But I think for now we're going alright. We are only in 6th, but look, I think just winning a couple more games, we should be in the 8 pretty easily. Got the Crows at Metcon, and we win. That's an important game. Luke Pedler actually doing a pretty good job against his former team. Now this is a big game, and we go down to Sydney. So now that kind of puts us again right on the edge of this top 8. This is a must win against West Coast, and we drop the game. So pretty much this does not look like what it's going to be like last year. We've fallen down to 7th. This is a must win, and well, we get a win. That's important. Into 6th. We can still drop from here. Oh no, we've gone down to Brisbane just like a traditional derby. That's exactly how a traditional derby goes. We didn't even touch Brisbane, I don't think, in the off-season. But that is how that went. Now, we are still in 6th. We parked in 6th. I think we're in the 8. Yes, we are. We'll end up in the 8, I'm pretty sure. Unless if we dramatically lose these last 2 games by a lot. So this is do or die. If we get past, we're in. There is still one more game to go. Oh no, there isn't. We are in finals. We are in. I forgot. I did not realise. We're in, and we're in elimination finals. Here we go. It's up at Metcon. It's against the Pies, and we knock the Pies out. We are through to the next round, everybody. So Gold Coast get through. We've got the Blues now. We've got them at the MCG. This is a tough task, and we do get smashed. Josh Kelly playing a pretty decent game. That is very unfortunate. The Blues go on to win the premiership, so they went from 2nd. So they had to go through the whole final, although they had a double chance. So that is a little bit different. They did finish 2nd. And then the Saints got through as well, which they had to go through the hard way as well by losing the finals. Geez, the Blues, they smashed anything that came in their way, except in that first week. They smashed us, they smashed the Swans, and then they go and smash the Saints by 28 points. I mean, not that you can really say that's a smashing, but pretty much, yeah. So, Alex Sexton was our best and fairest, so very good that we didn't trade him away as well. So, because I was actually thinking about trading him away, but like in the end, good not to. Now, here's the list if you're interested, and if you've watched it this far. If you watched it right to the end, feel free to drop a comment saying I watched it right till the end. And yeah, now the list. Here's how the list goes. So 3's Gold Coast, which that is now done. In 4 we got West Coast, so West Coast is next. 5 Adelaide, 6 Essendon, 7 Geelong, 8 is Hawthorn, 9 Brisbane, 10 Carlton, 11 GWS, 12 Fremantle, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is up to you guys now. I'm going to put Melbourne in 18, so please don't suggest Melbourne. I mean, if someone does suggest Melbourne in that bottom 4, that's okay, but yeah, we don't really want to come too much early before then. But I hope you guys are enjoying this rebuilding series. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so then you guys will never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. So bye guys. Fire plays out.